Barça.
Jo sóc del Barça.
أنا من البرصة.
Yo soy del Barça, pibe. ¿Y vos?
Ich bin Barça-Fan.
Jo sóc del Barça.
Je suis du Barça.
I am a Barça fan.
Io sono del Barça.
Jo sóc del Barça.
يا أستاذ برصة.
Yo soy del Barça.
Nie Barça, nie Barça, nie Barça, nie Barça.
Ja, Barça fan.
I am a Barça fan.
Yo soy del Barça.
我是巴萨球迷。
Je suis fan du Barça.
I'm a Barça supporter.
Yo soy del Barça. ¡Viva México! ¡Ajúa!
Ik ben voor Barça.
Ya son Barça.
Good morning, everyone. Good afternoon, everyone. I hope you are fine. My name is Olivier Goldstein, and I'm pleased to welcome you here with both candidates for the presidency for the FCB Penyes World Federation that you will be able to vote on Sunday, Nicolas Fayet and Tony Freire. Thank you very much, both of you, to be here tonight to offer to the Penistas your program and explain why you decided to be to run for presidency. As a reminder, you will be able to vote on Sunday from Sunday to Tuesday. And please, if you have any doubt about that, please feel free to contact the Federation or to ask here in the comments about anything you need for the vote. And we will try to, and we will answer to that at the end of the debate. Just to know, you can follow us through Facebook, to Twitter, and to YouTube, and you can comment as you say, hola, buenas tardes, I am a Barça fan from Zach Pro, and you can also ask your question, because at the end, there will be 15 minutes of answering your, Nicolas and Antonio will answer your question. This program will last about an hour. First, they will present themselves, then we will answer in the debate in the program. Each other will expose why he wants to be president to change things or not of what's happening today. They will explain themselves. And this will last about 45 minutes. And at the end, around 15 minutes, where you will be able to, they will answer your question you put online. So thank you for your comments. And between an hour and 15 minutes, we will finish. So we want, because the purpose of what we are all three here tonight is that we want to give you the best information so you can decide on Sunday who to vote. We want to be respectful as a Barça democracy, and we want to make it live so it helps us to entertain you and to give you the best information. My name is Olivier Goldstein. I'm a sports journalist in Barcelona, and I'm very happy to be here with you tonight. And with no transition, first tonight we'll speak Nicolas, because we made a draw. And Nicolas was about to decide if he wants to speak first or not, and he decided to speak first. So in the first block, between 2 and 3 minutes, depending on what they want to do, each candidate, Nicolas Fayet first, and then Anthony Freire, will present themselves with no interruption from the other candidate, and after we enter in the program. So please, Nicolas, it's your turn. Thank you very much.
So thank you, Olivier. And I'm glad to be here to present you my program. So I am Nicolas Fayet, president of Penyes Barcelona since 2006. So now it is 15 years I am president of the Penyes Barcelona. I was a child when I became to love the club Barcelona. Then after I decided to create a Peña because I always wanted to be an active fan. So after creating the Peña, I create a movement, the French speaking Peñes movement. And I had the chance to travel all over the world. I meet many Peñes. I heard what Peñes want. We are the best club in the world, so Peñes want the best for themselves, and it is normal. So with my team, we worked for many months, around 2 years, and we made a program. To my mind, it is the most ambitious program for the Peñes movement, but it is a nice program. It will be easy to implement because all are in our hands. So we are glad to be official candidates, and we hope Peñes will make the good choice for themselves, because Peñes wants great advantage because we support the better club in the world.
Thank you very much, Nicolas. So now it's the turn of Antonio to present himself, and then we start with the program. We can't hear you, Tony. Please put your...
Sorry. Good evening, everybody. Thank you very much, Olivier, for being the moderator, and good evening, Nicolas. And also good evening and thanks to all our Peñas and Peñistas who are watching this debate. So I'm Tony Freire. I know the mass majority of the Peña movement know me. I've been born culé. I moved to Belgium, and one of the first things that I did was start my own Peña. Then I go into working with the club in several projects, and becoming at the moment first when the federation doesn't exist, I was the delegate in the Conseil de Peñas, and afterwards I was the one who founded and started the federation project. At home, but I think like everybody, we have the passion of Barcelona. We live and we breathe Barcelona. So I hope that everybody can identify with that. And on the other side, I'm the president of the last 4 years from the board, from the federation. I'm sure that we do a great job. We have been very responsible in the organization, and I'm very enthusiastic to have the opportunity to debate with Nicolas both programs. So let's see what the people find.
Okay, thank you very much, Tony. So now what I suggest you is that Nicolas will start with 2 to 3 minutes to present his programs. And then, Tony, if you have any question or if you have anything you want to ask about Nicolas' program, you can do that. And then we will change. You will present your program and Nicolas will ask about that. And it's about 20, 25 minutes about speaking about your programs. And then we'll go deeper in some topics I know the fans want to know about, like the tickets in Barcelona, like how to vote for the Barça president for the next time, because this time it was a big topic, etc., etc., etc. So, Nicolas, please, I'm happy to give you the opportunity to present your program.
Thank you, Olivier. So, our program, it is about 12 points. The first point, it is about the financial aid. We want to give a financial aid to all Peñes every year. We don't say we will give a lot of money. It will be a small amount at the beginning, but years after years, we want to give more money to the Peñes, because Peñes needs money to make local events. It is very important. Second point, we want to send faster the Peñista cards, because we are all waiting the Peñista cards every time. So we have ideas to help the club, the confederation, to send faster the Peñista cards. We have some ideas, and it will be great to share these ideas. First, we will give more Peña tickets. When we say more Peña tickets, we don't say more in the global. We want to give to all peñas at least one ticket if they ask. We don't want to see peñas with 0 tickets, because to our mind it is important that every peña has at least one ticket, because we are all Barça fans, so we deserve tickets. The next point, we want to invite at the Cup now for VIP events and organize free events on the pitch. For example, we will give the opportunity to visit the Barça locker room. It is already possible, but we want to give this for free for all peñas. After that, we want to give each year one jersey signed by a player. It will be maybe Messi or maybe Ansu Fati. We say one jersey. It will be maybe more, but it is possible, because I have already a Messi jersey signed, so it is possible. The 6th point, we want to give opportunity to for all peñas to come to Barcelona, to go to the World Congress, because in Europe we can afford to travel easily to Barcelona, but maybe in Africa, in South America, they can't afford like us. So we will give the opportunity for them to come in Barcelona. It is, for example, to buy flight tickets, to buy hotel rooms. It is an idea. And if peñas are okay, it will be not only one peñas, but more.
Okay. Nicolas, as it is like more than 3 minutes, and then your program is £12, as you said that on the first 6 points, maybe Tony has some reaction about that, and then we will finish with your other 6 points. Okay, great. Tony, any comments about what said Nicolas?
For sure, thank you very much. Nico, I would love to have more details about the first point. Can you give more details on how you will structure it, and about what amount of money are you thinking to start with?
So how much? For now, we don't know. We have to look what is the budget exactly. But maybe it could be the first year, maybe 10 euros, 50 euros, maybe more. It depends on the budget.
Okay, so it seems to me that this proposal is misleading. And an example of, from my point of view, from responsible management. And allow me to explain. Because if you give to a peña 10 euros or 20 euros, that doesn't help the peña, it doesn't help anybody. If you give 100 euros to a peña, 100 euros, that won't help the activity of the peña. It will not promote the peña in this city or in this country. It will not help when you organize an activity, because 100 euros is not the impact. It's not the impact to promote that event in a higher level. But you will be spending 15,000 euros if we count on the amount of money, of the amount of peñas that we have today. So 100 euros against 150 peñas. If you say, okay, we give 250 euros, what is a respectable amount of money? And it's a quantity that can have an impact on a peña, because that helps the daily organization of a peña. Or 250 euros if you organize an event is also an important amount of money. Then we are talking about 37,500 euros. That's the budget of the peña. So I don't know. I think that this proposal is misleading.
Okay, maybe Tony, we can speak about what is your point of how you want to finance peña, and maybe if you, Nicola, you want to answer before we move to another point.
Yeah.
Sure. At the moment, how we structure it and how we think is the correct way to work, what is responsible management, and is the management that is used everywhere.
Yes, but maybe Nicolas can ask, and then you can follow if you want on that point, Tony. But maybe Nicolas can ask.
So we have an idea. We will have more peñes, so we will have more budget. And for poor countries, small amount of money it is big for them. And the idea, the final idea is it is not to give 100 euros. It is the beginning. But we have many ideas to have more budgets. We want to at least double the budget of the peñes. It is possible with our ideas. So it is very possible. Yeah.
May I reply?
Okay. Yes. Go ahead.
Okay, thank you. Okay, so you're counting that the situation of the money will be increasing each year, and we can always count with income money. So, for example, now we had 1.5 years with the impact of COVID, and the situation at the club is how it is. So that can have a big impact in the way that we work at the federation and even at the club at the moment. The second is, so you're going to make a distinction because you're going to create different kind of peñas, because we have peñas around the world and we have to look everybody the same. And I agree with you. There are countries where 5 euros has a bigger impact than, for example, richer countries. But that 5 euros still not have that kind of impact to improve the working of the peña or to improve to reduce costs if they want to have an event. So therefore, this is what I say. It seems for me, it's like a misleading proposal. It's a little bit selling something that it's really nice if you read it, but if you count the numbers and you think logical, you see that it's not as nice as they want to sell it.
Okay, maybe Nico, you have something to say, and maybe we can switch to another point after.
Yeah. So we have already ready. I cannot give you the keys of our project. So Peñes will say.
I don't understand. Okay. When we are here to debate and to present our programs, explaining how we're going to do it, I am giving you a logical explanation with numbers, and your expectation is the people just has to trust me. Okay.
You have to know. You have to know that some partners want to be private for now.
So you have a partner. If you have partners, because I know that you have told a lot of time, we have sponsors. What is the thing? Because if you look at business, like when you get a sponsor and the sponsor gives you money, because here we are talking about cash money, they expect something in return. So you're saying you have a sponsor who can give you, let's say, 40,000 euro to cover the cost, and they don't expect nothing in return. Because that's what I interpret of the face that you make in a second ago. It's just a question, Nicolas. I'm not. I want to clarify this point.
Yeah. If you put just maybe a banner for some partners, it is not bad. We won't sell private data if you fear, but you have to know everything is clear and everything is safe for all peñas.
Yes, sure, perfect.
Okay,
thank you very much.
Great. Any other comment, Tony, on the program of Nicolas?
Sure.
Or
sure,
okay, one more point, and after you present your program, because I'm sure people are expecting also your program.
But I'm sorry, Oliver, but I think that's very important that the next 2 points that he explained, because there are issues that are related to the program. So
it go ahead.
Links the conversation. So, for example, you say about sending the Peñista card faster. The truth is that I was very surprised when you put this point in your program. You were secretary in the federation, and you know that it's not the federation who organize and coordinate the issue of the Peñista card. It's the confederation. We have 30 federations. All 30, each year, we have meeting with the confederations. We propose things to have it sent earlier, that they have it ready on time. And there is always a problem. But we don't have any means to make it faster, because it's not a handling that the federations do. None of the 30 federations. It's a handling exclusive of the confederation, who even has contracted a firm, a company, who produced the card and sent it directly to the Peñas. So it's also something that I'm surprised that you propose that you can do it faster, because in your point, when I read the point, you practically guarantee that, and it's impossible because it's the federation who does this. So I don't know if you maybe have direct contact with the company.
Nicolas, if you have maybe you can precise what you were saying or answering Tony.
I worked some years in logistics, so I know how it works. I can give ideas. I can help the confederation. So if you think it is impossible, it will be impossible. If you think it is possible, you can improve. You have to be positive. With our experience, you can improve the process. And if you improve the shipment with 1 month, it will be the best for the Peñas. But if you think it is impossible, you will do nothing, and you will tell, "Oh, we will do nothing because it is not in our hands." But my project, it is to fight for the Peñas. If it is impossible, I want to prove it is possible.
Okay, but being possible is talking to the confederation and say, please send it earlier. Because you cannot promise where you don't have directly the control. Like each year, like I told at the beginning, each year, the 30 federations, not only the World Federation, the 30 federations from FC Barcelona have meetings with the club, have meetings with the confederation, even have spoken with the company. And we have people at the federations, at the board of federations, who work in companies for messaging and everything. And they cannot control it because they don't have the decision making. It's the confederation who does. You can talk like I talk, like everybody talk. The 29 other colleagues do it also. And the result is the same. So you cannot guarantee that it will be faster. You will do what we do. Give proposal, give ideas, and hope that the company works faster or can send it earlier. Then the third point about the tickets, that I think it's a very interesting ticket, an interesting proposal, because I also hear the interview that you participate from Peña Lima, where you were saying that the federation will buy the tickets. The federation will buy the tickets and give it to the Peñas. But normally, for the majority of the games, there is no problem with tickets. All Peñas can buy their tickets just online. For the games in the Champions League, for example, where we play out of Camp Nou, the distribution of tickets, the number of tickets are mandatory. It's not mandatory of the confederation of the federation, it's mandatory from FC Barcelona regulation.
What do you mean, Tony, by it's mandatory?
The club has a set of rules who are registered and are a rule. There are no exceptions. If you know, Olivier, you are a journalist. A couple of years ago, they sacked, despidieron, a person, a director of the ticketing office, because he was selling tickets in the black market, and they catch him. How did they catch him? Everything is regulated. So when the tickets are on the market, 5% of the tickets are from the club, who has that amount of ticket for the compromisos. I don't know.
For VIPs and sponsors. Yes.
Yeah, for all the things, the obligations that the club has. Then 80% from the tickets are for the socios.
Mm-hmm.
And the other 15% is for peñas. When socios don't buy all the tickets, then they can give some of that tickets to the peñas to have more to distribute.
Mm-hmm.
So you cannot get tickets directly via the office in another way, because they are breaking regulation. Then you are doing something.
If you excuse me, but Tony, okay, I understand that, but for me, what I don't understand is why the proposal of Nico then it's different from what you're saying. I mean, why is it not possible to have one? If I were Peñista, would ask me, okay, I understand that there are regulations, but why any peña can have one ticket on what you are saying, just to understand?
Because Nico in his program, he said he will have more tickets, and each peña will have tickets. So I give you an example. We play a game against Manchester United. We get from the club, I'm just saying numbers, 20 tickets. And we have 50 peña who applies for ticket. And in total, they apply for 300 tickets. We cannot get more tickets. So you have to be the distribution with the tickets that you have. Then I think that we have debate a lot of time within the board, but also with the peñas. And when we had that debate, Nico was also present. We say, okay, we can give one ticket to a peña, but we have one peculiarity. Our peñas are people who travel from very far. Then we have the option. We let only one guy or lady go into the stadium, or they are traveling. Let's give them 2 tickets. Because if someone comes from the States.
Okay, but then on that side, when Nicolas says it's at least 1 ticket per peña, I think I understand you agree on this point in the end.
If it is possible, sure, why not? But you cannot print more tickets if they are not available. If you have more requests for tickets than tickets available, you cannot promise have tickets for everybody.
Okay. Okay. I think on this point, Anthony, I will be glad to hear your program just after that, because we're starting to run out of time. Nicolas said, and we put we want to give at least 1 ticket per peña for a game. So if you don't agree with that because of your experience, maybe you can explain that why it's not possible. But otherwise, it seems that you agree on that point in the end.
No, giving 1 ticket. If I can, I will give how many tickets possible to the peñas. 1, 2, 3, 5, 10, 100. Why not?
Okay. So after
Nicolas and I both.
Okay.
And I think every peña person want to give as many tickets as possible.
Okay.
To the members, but you cannot promise something.
Okay.
If you know the rules for the tickets.
Okay, so when will we speak specifically about the tickets after? So I suggest that now, Tony, if you can explain your program in 2 to 3 minutes, and then if Nicolas has some questions about your program, and then we can finish with the program of Nicolas, etc. Okay?
Sure. So when our board of directors started 4 years ago, we did so focusing on 4 basic management principles: assistant, promotion, participation, and officialization. Following these principles, we started to build the federation from scratch, since the structure of the federation was totally new. To do so, we designed an organizational structure and established several management processes, with the clear objective of connecting more with the peñas and also empower the peña movement. Our program has been and will continue to be based on management that is responsible, honest, and fair. We are talking about managing an association that today has 149 peñas and more than 20,000 peñistas around the world. We know we can deliver everything in our program. We do not promise things that we already know do not depend directly from us, and we will be able to deliver. Our program is based on 6 pillars: more assistance and promotion, more activities, more inclusion, more communication, more contact with FC Barcelona, and more participation. Our first pillar is more assistance and promotion. As I mentioned earlier, from the beginning, the basis of our management has been these 4 principles: assistance, promotion, participation, and officialization. During the upcoming term, we will continue to apply them in the following way. We will continue to provide assistance to our Peña, answering their queries and helping resolve their issues. We will continue to promote events that the Peñas organize via the Federation's social media and provide funds for the events if necessary. We will continue to promote interactions between Peñas, and we will continue to help new Peñas that want to become part of our family. The second pillar also has 4 central points to help the Peñas in the organization of social activities and solidarity sporting events. The 4 points are funding, promotional material, meetings, and online activities. As you know, the Federation is divided into areas, and each area has an executive committee. The committees are made up of board members of Peñas in the area, so they know them well. We are committed to continue providing funds to the areas so they be able to promote activities, and we will encourage them to make use of these funds. An ambition project is to hold area meetups or trubadas, annually or biannually, and we will active this by supporting the area committees and Peñas. And we will organize more talks, interviews, and conferences. The third pillar is more inclusion. Our federation must always exemplify and promote the values of FC Barcelona. And in our program, we will talk about more inclusion. We will focus on promoting greater participation of women in the Peña movement by setting the procedure to eliminate discrimination against women, organizing activities to highlight women of FC Barcelona and Peñas, encourage women participation, and others.
And what is your 4 pillar then, Tony, if you don't mind, because it's more than 3 minutes now.
I have 2 points more. It's very short.
Okay, very short then, please.
Our commitment is also to empower people with disabilities, whether physical or intellectual. The Federation wants to be an example of inclusion because Barça unites, and we are stronger together. Number 4 is more communication. We will continue to promote fluid and direct communication with all the Federation Peñas and ensure the communication reaches to all Peñas. Our 5th pillar will improve the communication and interaction with different organizations linked to FC Barcelona, such as the Barça Academy, the Foundation, the Barça Players Association, and the Legends. And last but not least, pillar number 6 is more participation. We are committed to working to modify the status of the club in order to guarantee that the FC Barcelona members who live overseas can vote by mail or online in the next presidential elections at the club. Here then you have the summary of the program. If you would like to have more detailed information, please visit the website of the candidacy Stronger Together.
Okay, thank you very much, Tony. Any question, Nicolas, about what I've said, Tony, or any reaction?
Yeah. So I see in your program, there is nothing new. To my mind, it is the minimum that a federation must do. And the Peñas deserve more. They deserve advantage. Giving more online meetings, to my mind, Peñista don't care, because when Peñista come in my Peña, they don't care about online meetings, about it is just normal things we have to do. There is nothing especially to write on your program. To my mind, it is one point. It is doing the minimum we have to do. That's all. And like point 6, more participation. But it is the statutes. So you do nothing. For me, I have no questions because to my mind, it is empty. There is nothing.
Okay. May I answer?
Sure.
Thank you. Look, that is the difference between a responsible management and an irresponsible management. A responsible management look at all the movement, how we can, from the federation, improve the quality from all Peñas and all Peñistas without making any discrimination, any distinction, not just giving things like before, for example, you can come to the VIP local, and you will be only 1 or 2 of the Peña who can access there. So we promote more the interactivity of the Peñas, giving funds to organize activities where all Peña members can participate, and the Peña can grow, give them visibility, give them serially, and know that the federation is there to help each of the members. So that's maybe the difference between your program and our program.
Okay, Nicolas, anything you want to say, or you want to present your 6 other points? What do you?
So 2 questions. You say you are fair, you are doing good things, but in 3 years ago, you told to Peña Tanger there will be deactivated forever, but the club said they can be reactivated. But you told them it is impossible, you will be deactivated forever, and 6 months later, they have been reactivated. So why telling them not the truth? It is not fair. And the second point, you tell you are responsible and mine not. But you hire an expert comptable for the budgets, but he missed to pay taxes 2 years in a row, and the federation lost, if I remember, 60,000 euros. So is that responsible to lost such a money?
Okay, I'm glad that you speak about this both things, and I'm happy that you attacked me about from Tanger, because now you open the door that I can also explain some things. But first of all, and I'm going to answer in the order that you make the question. The Peña Tanger was suspended because they were more than 3 years inactive. The club suspended them. You were secretary, and you know that the club first say they will not be active. Because at the moment, they were activating another Peña from Tanger. We held the meeting in Barcelona. You were present. The guys from Tanger were present. The 2 Peñas from Tanger were present. And the first decision was they were not going to be active. And was I who proposed, let's active both, and then we will see if it works. If it don't work, then we can deactivate one of the both. The second issue was about the, sorry, I forget. What was the second one? Can you remember me, please?
Yes,
one was the money.
The loss of the budget. Taxes, 60,000 euros lost.
No, I'm gonna explain this because I know that you were present in the General Assembly, but I think that you didn't listen and you didn't read the minutes afterwards. We don't lose 60,000 euros. That's a big lie. What happened is the federation is registered in Spain like an organization who is not profit. We register, we give the papers, and there was a dispute if we needed to pay taxes, yes or not. We make the consult at the confederation, sorry, and the confederation say, look, there are federations who has to pay taxes and other none. What we did was contact the tax office, the Spanish tax office, the Catalan tax office. They confirmed that we had to pay the taxes, and what we pay were the los retrasos, but we didn't have paid at the moment that we normally needed to pay that. We don't lose money. We don't pay a fine because we don't pay later. And for sure, no 60,000 euros. I don't know where you are dreaming about that number. It's not true.
Okay, gentlemen, I think that it's interesting, but if we see for 4 years from now for the Peñas, if you think it's key to explain who to vote with, we can follow on, or we can also follow on your program. Like Nicolas, you have 6 more points to present if you want to present. Except if you think that this is the best for the Peñas, we can speak about that. But maybe the Peñista deserve to have the program you will do during the next 4 years.
I agree, but there's one thing that I want to clarify. All Peñas have the minutes of the assemblies where everything is explained.
Okay.
In the time when it's open and closed.
Tony, yes,
I want to end my answer against Olivier, because he has the bad habit to make accusations without proofs. And this has happened again now during the election, that even the electoral committee had to put in the committee that he has to stop accusing without proofs. That's an habit of Mr. Fayet.
Okay. Tony, maybe Nicolas wants to answer that, but Tony, where are the minutes that any Penyista can see, so they can see the minutes? How can they see the minutes if they want the proof that you're mentioning?
Sure,
I think how can they get it?
The first minute was in 2018 when we mentioned about.
But I mean, should they send an email to the federation? Should they send?
They can send. Yeah, sure, they can send. That normally all Peñas have received that minute, but if they want to have it new, they can contact the federation and we will send everything. There's no problem.
Okay, perfect. Maybe Nicolas, you want to say something about what Tony said?
What Tony said, yeah. To my mind, it is not normal as a non-profit organization that we have to pay so much money, because in France, as a non-profit organization, we have nothing to pay, and the federation sell nothing and sell no service. So it is strange to pay so much money. To my mind, it is strange, but.
Okay, that's a really easy explanation. Not all countries have the same laws. You live in France, you don't pay taxes. I live in Belgium, I also have to pay taxes in Belgium. And we have an income, because as you know, we receive from the club the money from the Carrera del Peñistas to support the federation. And on that money, we have to pay the taxes, the VAT, 21%. And it's that what create the cost that we each trimestre, each
quarter, yes,
quarter, have to put aside of pay. So that's something of again, good management and no about management.
Okay, it's 15 minutes past 9. So normally we should be speaking about the question of the Peñistas. I'd like to hear, Nicolas, about your program, the 6 other points. Or if you want to finish about that, I give you 5 minutes, and in 5 minutes, whatever happens, we have to switch on the points of Nicolas, okay?
Okay, so my point number 7, we want to help daily. So if a Peña has a question, we will reply very fast, 2 days maximum. And it is not normal to wait 6 months to reply a question. We want to increase discounts in stores. For now, there is 5%, and I know it is possible to have more. So we will give more to the Peñas. We will organize meetings with one or more players, like Barça Legends. It is not so expensive. I know some ex-Lyon players, and it will be easy to invite them. Number 10. We will offer cheaper hotel and restaurants in Barcelona, because it will be easy to make some partnerships with a hotel. Number 11, we will give the power to the Peñas. We will make a referendum. We will bring transparency, because for now, like ticket repartition, we don't see how is the repartition of tickets, and we want to bring this transparency. Every big decision of the federation will be submitted by a referendum for the Peñas. And number 12, we want to simplify procedure. We don't say we will change the procedure. We won't change procedure from the confederation, but we develop an app to feel easier the current procedure for the Peñas. We just want to simplify the life of the Peñas, because for now the procedures are very complex, long, and we have to simplify this with a tool, and it will be easy for Peñas to live daily.
Okay. Tony, about what said Nicolas about the tickets. He said he wants more transparency to the tickets. Maybe we can switch to the topic of the tickets with this proposal. Can you explain us maybe what is your plan for the tickets for the next 4 years, and what you have done so far? But explain us about this to answer about that.
Look, we have a clear system of the distribution of tickets. A system that was put in place but Nicolas still in our board. He signed the document because he was secretary at that moment from that process. It's approved by the General Assembly, by the Peñas. And to say really, in this 4 years, we only received one time complaints about tickets. And there was a Peña who applied more tickets than membership was registered. And we say, okay, we cannot give you 50 tickets if you only have 30 Peñistas registered. We have to give the other tickets to Peñas who are in order. For the rest, we never received any complaint. Even for the Clásico, the last year, each Peña has received tickets. Each Peña who applied. And then we did the rule from, okay, we're going to give at least 2 tickets per Peña. So it's creating a problem that doesn't exist, because there has never been a complaint. Never. We even never receive a complaint from Nicolas. If there is so big issue, how come that he never complained officially? So, like I say, he was the one who signed even when it was approved as a rule, a regulation within the club. Before that, there was no regulation, and we structured it. The other thing is that normally there is no problem of tickets because the majority of the Peñas can buy their tickets online. And only when we achieve quarterfinals of the Champions League, or we achieve half finals of the Clásicos, for example, then there start being some problems because we have more people asking for tickets than tickets available. We cannot get more tickets. I can print it at home, but they will not enter. So they have to be official tickets. And as I say, we never receive a complaint about the tickets. Another thing, what I think that it's very important to manage, because I still saying this, the program is very nice if you read it, but he promised things that is not in his control. Like, for example, he said we will replace sooner. The federation has now a person who is working only in replaying phones and emails. But a lot of the questions that we receive are not the federation to answer. We don't have the answers. We have to pass it on to the department within the club who has the responsibility to give the answer of the explanation about how we get to go further. And a lot of time that department don't answer in 48 hours or in 72 hours. Then we contact the Peña and we say, okay, we have to wait till we have the information. So we cannot lie. You have to receive the information before you can give it. So it's again a promise that is not in your hand. But just say we're going to do it, but you will not be able because you don't have the control to do it. It's from the other side. And just to say, we have the custom from every 84 hours, contact again the department to say, hey, we need this. Then it's also on point 5 about the signed jersey. It's a good one. Because we're going to buy, the federation is going to buy the jerseys. One for Peña. So it's again around 40,000 euros that the federation will spend, and that only one person can profit from. Just not logical. It's again the difference between good management and bad management. When you manage, you have to manage for all the Peñas, and you have to see the greater good for everyone, that everyone can profit, and not only maybe the one that it's interesting to convince at the moment for the vote, but to present a program who is responsible, that assure the growth of the movement, potential the Peñas, and keep going the Peñas movement going on. Also, you don't have to forget that we are 30 federations, 30. There are not difference between the federations. He says he can get a better discount at the Botiga. That discount is a deal between the federations, the 30, because we negotiate as a block, as one. That's the agreement with the confederation and the club. At the moment, we are negotiating to have a bigger discount. They just make the discount for socios higher. So we are trying to get the same discount, but you do it in a group. Federations are solidarity. We have 30 federations and we need to support each other and not start internally wars getting out of the group.
Okay.
Again,
Nicolas,
bad management.
Nicolas, I suggest we do like 5 minutes more, and then we start with the question of the Penistas, because we have a lot of comments and people that they have their own questions. So I'll be glad so we can answer them if you're okay. Nicolas, if you want to answer.
Yeah, there is a big difference. The other candidacy say it is impossible. All our points are impossible. But the difference is we worked a lot to make this program. And the other parts, the other candidacy did not work. So that is the difference. We want to fight. We will fight. We won't say it is impossible. It seems the other candidacy seems unmotivated. There is no more motivation because it is the confederation, it is the club, it is no. We have to fight. We have to improve. We have to look after some advantage for the Penyes. We are here to fight for the Penyes. So for me, the difference it is the motivation. We are very motivated and we are ready to implement all our points in the next 6 months. It will be easy to implement. We are ready, so we are motivated. The difference between the two candidacies, it is motivation. We are prepared and motivated. That's all.
Okay, maybe a conclusion for you, Tony, and then we go to the answers to the question. Sorry, of the Penistas.
Thank you. No, I think the difference is that one propose a program who is responsible, who is honest, tell the truth, and fair. We don't promise anything that we don't have the deciding over. So we will not promise that they will have more tickets, because first we know that the ticket rules how they are, and we know that they don't give more tickets. We will not promise to the people that they will get money from the federation, as we know that that's not a good idea, and distribute money without organizing activity and having an impact is not the correct way of managing. The correct way of management, good management, is having a regulation that if a peña organize an event where all its peñas can profit and other peñas can profit, that they know they can have funds from the federation. That's responsible management.
Okay. Well, we see the two vision between one that say that wants the motivation, and the other one wants the responsible management. We start now with the question. Maybe okay, Nicolas. Okay, it's 21:23. In 2 minutes' time, we start with the question.
Yeah. To my mind, there are two visions. We are the new vision, and the other part it is the old vision. That's all. We are motivated, and we want to improve. We want to give new opportunities, and the other part it is old management. That's all.
Okay. Okay. Okay, I said 2 minutes, so we have now 60 seconds.
Thanks. No, I'm looking at your program and what you promise, and the way that you promise it, we will do it, we will do it, we will do it. And that reminds me a lot at the populist politics that we sadly have around the world. We will do this, and then they come to power and they do nothing because it's not in his hands. We have seen it in a lot of countries, and it's not of motivations. We have done a lot of things. We have proof what we have done, what we have accomplished. And the growth is, you cannot deny the growth of the federation in every aspect. An aspect of a growth of peñas, and quality, and support, and communication, and participation, from doing the meetings in a terrace in a bar in Barcelona to getting the assembly at Camp Nou with live translation in two languages, English and Spain, there for our people. We were the first to do the Congress online, the assembly online, with translation, everything. When we do something, we do it looking to all peñas, and that everybody have profits, not just the couple who can vote.
Thank you, Tony. Okay, so now we start with the questions. So, Penistas, thank you very much for being here with us. I hope you have a good time, and so you can learn a lot about the programs, and then you have your opinion. Maybe have changed for Sunday, or maybe you still have some questions. So we start with the first question, which is for This one is for Nicolas. So it's a good question for Alberto. So he said, good evening. We know the names of Mr. Freire's board of directors, but we don't know of Mr. Fayet. Can we know what they are? And I know you have a team, Nicolas. So if you can please explain your team to the Penyistas. Thank you very much.
Yes, so the vice president, it is Daniel van der Hust from Knokke in Belgium. The secretary, it is Saif Al-Ansari from Baghdad in Iraq. And our treasurer, it is Jason Contreras from Baghdad from Bogota in Colombia. So for now, we have all that name, but we want to focus on the program. We don't want to focus on names because names, it is not the program. Like Laporta, we want to give all names after the elections.
Okay, thank you very much. There's a yes, but Tony, I think we can go on another
very
question.
Fast, very fast. But you say you are transparent, but you won't give names. Okay, that's another thing that lacks the populist politics.
Okay.
For me, it is a compliment because you told the same for Laporta. So if you tell Laporta is populist, so for me it is a compliment.
Laporta presented a group and he made changes and added at the last minute people to get the money to pay the aval. So, but he presented a group of people. So you cannot say he was alone.
Okay. Question of Peter now. So Peter, I think both Tony and Nicolas will answer your first and third point. The second point, maybe they understand, but I don't understand what you mean in the second point. So if you can precise, please, in the comments, so we'll be glad to answer it. So so now it's Tony to start, and then it will be Nicolas. When you say the strangulation of the Peñas and Peñistas by the terrible E office, what do you think you will do about that? The incredible red tape, maybe you understand. I don't, so that's why I've asked Peter for more details. And the very big difference between the club and the Peñas. What do you think about that, and how you think you can solve that in the next 4 years? Thank you very much.
Me or Olivier?
No, you start.
Okay. No, I know the frustration that some Peñas have about the new e-office, and not only the e-office, also the structure of the confederation and how the communication is going, the new way of sending the Peñista cards that they ask a lot of information. We're still talking within the federations, with the confederation, to see what is possible, what we can do. But as I say, we have 30 federations, and at the moment it's the rule that we have to respect, and we're still talking to see what we can change. Another thing is that the intention of the confederation is to give information more directly to the Peñistas. And I explained also there that it's difficult because the contact is normally the affiliated to the confederation is the Peña, not the Peñista. But we are talking. We are 30 federations, and it will be something that takes time to see if we can change something in that.
Okay, Nicolas, maybe you have something to say?
Yes, maybe our app will reply to Peter. It will be easier, and we will show to the confederation to see if it will be possible to implement, because an app, it is easy to use, and for me it will be the easier way to be closer with the club, because for now the e-office, it is even worse than the old one. So yes, we have to improve all the back office, and we hope the new app of our team will help this.
Okay. I have yes, Tony, please.
No, just to clarify, because what Peter means is not the hub of the portal, is that he don't agree with the communication that there is at the moment, that the Peñas have to give all the information to the confederation from their members, so name and everything. So he wants to have the privacy. He don't agree. A lot of Peñas don't agree with communicated and given that information. And it's not the program or the thing. It's the vision of the way of working that at the moment is mandatory by the Confederation.
Okay. So Peter said we can skip point 2. So thank you very much, Peter, for answering. There's a lot of questions for Nicolas in the comments, and I'm glad for that. But if people have also a question for Tony, please feel free to ask them. So because otherwise we will think that it's always Nicolas is speaking. Nicolas, there's a question for you about the management of Penyes United, where there's only one speaker and no Catalan speaker, and the person think that it can be a disadvantage. What do you think? What do you answer about that?
So I'm leaving just a 1 hour by flight from Barcelona. So for me, it is near 1 hour by flight. It is very close. And you will see the team. The team is ready. We just have to wait the elections. It is our how we can say. It is our way of the management of the elections. We want the Penyes to focus on the program, not on names.
Okay. Peter says that's a good point. He said we want to be ambassador, not administrators. What do you think about that, both of you, Tony and Nicolas?
For sure, all Peñas are ambassador of FC Barcelona, and we are the ones who demand more protagonismo, more presence of the Peñas when there is someone from the club in the country or in the city. Like I mentioned when I explained the program, we will communicate directly with departments within the club, like the ABJ, the legends, and all that people, and have the communication when they organize something, so that the Peña is involved in that activity or participate in that activity, because as ambassadors we deserve that. And again, I understand that what he means from we want to be ambassadors, not administrators. So I agree with the formalities is complicated. It's not easy. There are privacy issues, but at the moment we have to apply the regulations that we have received from the club. And the thing is that from the federation, with the other federations, we have to accomplish some changes so that all Peñas can find that system okay.
Okay, what about you, Nicolas?
Of course, I agree with Peter. We have to be ambassador, local ambassador. For now, the e-office and the other website, it is awful. It is too long, too complex. And I truly believe our app will help and simplify the life of the Peñas. And with that, the Peñas will focus on his role to promote Barcelona in local.
Okay. 2 more questions by Levon. Levon, please. I can see that I can see your question for Nicolas, but I can't see the question for Tony. So if you can please write the question for Tony. It's a long question, so maybe we can Rosa. We can yes, we can put everything, because in the end, I know you will put the Facebook banner. But he says you have a very ambitious program. And knowing the work of entire structure of the country, it's quite difficult to advance even less significant things. So I'm sure he said, in basically 11 says, okay, you want to do everything, but the Confederation is difficult to move. So how you will make it?
Yes, as I said, we will implement all the points without the Confederation. So it will be easy, because we already have our idea structured. So for me, it will be not complex to implement this point. I hope it reply your question. And for the money, yes, we need more support from the club, and with more communication, maybe it will be easier. It will be better. But for now, I think we can make events with the club, and I want the federation help the Penyes to make events. For now, there is already a regulation for big events. We want to give more money for big events because for now it is 3,000 euros. And why this limit? We can make this limit higher. So it will be a point submitted by referendum to Penyes, but we want to involve more the club, and we have to discuss with the club for that.
Okay, Tony, maybe you want to say something about that?
Sure. Just clarifying, you just said you can implement all points without the confederation. I understand correctly. Okay, thank you very much. That is the first question that answers a lot of things. The second is, again, a populist thing. We will give more money to activities. That's bad management. Running the federation is not like running a company. You have to have structure, you have to organize it, and you have to be responsible. Because the money is not ours. It's not my money. It's money of the federation. It's not your money. It's money of the federation. And you have to have clear rules that no peña is in disadvantage and that everybody has the same rights and profits. So I think just promising things and saying we will do it, but not explaining how you're going to do it shows that you really don't have nothing planned. You are just doing promises. You're just doing promises, big promises that are not in your hand. And now you say you will not work with you will do it without the confederation. When the confederation, there are 30, I will tell it a lot of times. We have 30 federations and we cannot open a war against our own movement, against federations, because that's what you say that you want to do. So again, it's a clearly difference. The most clearly difference between your program and your way of working, like I understand it, is one of bad management, responsible management, and one of good management to assure the stability of the federation, to keep growing, and to potential the peñas in this country with good management, without distinction, everybody the same.
Okay. Nicolas, you want to say something, or we follow on?
Yes. As I said, it is two different visions. Old management between the young management. That's all. I am responsible in the biggest project in France, Grand Paris Express. So I know how to spend money. I know how to manage big budgets. So I'm not responsible. Otherwise, I won't be responsible of one of the biggest projects in France or Europe. So it is just something he says because he has no arguments. So it is two different visions, old management against
Excuse me.
That's all.
No. To give an argument, you have to explain your project. You are not explaining your project. The only thing that you are saying is, we're going to do it. We're going to do it and we're going to give you money. We're going to do it and we're going to give you money. That's all. That's all what I hear. I don't hear how you're going to get the money. What will be the rules to distribute the money, to give more money for an activity? I don't hear nothing about planning. I just hear, I give. And that in politics is a populist point of acting. You have to have a program. You have to back the program with your way of working. But how do you want to do it? And not say, I'm going to do it and rely that the people just believe you. You have to come with facts. That's the difference between, again, bad management and a populist approach with good management. That's nothing to do with old politics, new politics. We started the federation. Since we are in the federation, we are growing. I was active before the federation. So I'm the one who started the federation, who bring the vision together with 30 other federations. I'm the one who make with my group the federation grow. And I think you can see the activities are very more important. The actions that we do are very much important. All peñas are represented. All peñas have advantages. That are facts. In our program, we explain what we promise, all things that we can deliver, that depend from our work, not from maybe they say yes, maybe they say no. No, we will achieve this because it's in our hands. And we explain in each point how we're going to do it.
Okay.
That's a program.
Okay. Thank you very much for all your questions and comments. I think we have two more questions. One for Tony from Levon Selovian, who gave one to Nico and one to Tony. Maybe we can see it now. And he says, Tony, you've been working for president for many years. What motivates you to continue to work? And what are your goals? What new and interesting thing can be done after many years of working in the structure, on the club, on the constitution? That's the question for Levon. And then we will conclude with the question of Gassan. Okay, sorry, Gassan, if I don't say it well. So please, if you can answer this question, sure. Tony, and Nico, if you have anything you want to answer on the back, you can tell me.
Sure. My motivation as a person is that I love the Peña world. I love the people. I have a lot of friends, like we all. We know that the Peña world is a big family. And I love the contact. I love the activity. I love the challenge that we have. Like, for example, the challenge that we have on Level Knows. They organize a great event, a spectacular event in Moscow. And you know how many months that it takes to negotiate with the club and to get things. And for me, it's also always rewarding after that you have months talking with people to accomplish things and to get things. And I will take profit, and I hope that Levon don't get angry at me. But for example, Levon is now negotiating to get a legend. Levon, no, the Peña from Levon, Los Rusos, is negotiating to get a legend at his event in Russia. And he is a person who can say how difficult, how expensive, how lot of work that takes. That's, again, making promises from maybe, because I know, for example, with Nico, Julie is in Spain, we say the godfather or the Peter of the Peña. I don't see him a lot going to the Peña or the activities because the guys are not so available as they want. And if you want to do it official with the club, there is a procedure, there is an amount of money. You have to wait the disponibility of the player. But okay, Nico say he will do everything without the confederation. So okay, maybe he can arrange it, and I will see what the consequences will be to the federation and the Peñas afterwards. And about my personal motivation, aspiration, and goals, I want to see the federation be stable. When I stop, this is my last mandate. When I stop, that the federation is in good hands, that it keep growing, that I still have a lot of friends around the world, and that the Peñas can see that we keep, like we do year by year, improving the federation each time.
Okay, anything you want to say, Nico, about that?
Yes, you spoke about Julie. You have to know now, Julie, it is AS Monaco employee, so that's why he's not available for Barça events now. Yeah, you did great things during almost 20 years, but now maybe you showed you are not motivated to fight for the Peñas, and we need, to my mind, Peñas need someone to fight for Peñas, to have some advantage. And yes, I can do things without the confederation, but it will be with the club. So it is not an argument. I won't work against the confederation. If the confederation wants my ideas, I will share to them. I am okay. I will agree to travel to work together. Sorry. And for me, it is really to different vision. It is old and young. You don't agree, but that is my vision. I want to fight because we are the best club in the world, and Penyes deserve more. Penyes deserve the best for its members, because for now, when a Penyista enter Peña, they don't have a lot of advantage, and I want to bring more advantage. We want to bring joy for Penyista members. That is my vision. You don't agree, but that is my vision, and that's why I wanted to run. And Penyes will choose if they want many advantage for its Penyes members, and it will be a promise. It is not populist, but if you think it is populist like Laporta, okay, for me it is a compliment. But I worked a lot, and I am sure it will be implemented fast. That's all.
Okay, thank you very much, Nicolas. It's now 9:45 in Barcelona. So as you started speaking, now Tony will just answer what you said, and then as a conclusion, you will have 2 minutes, 2 to 3 minutes each other without being cutted by each other. We will stop now the debate after that. And with a very interesting question of Gessan, so you will be able to answer the question and to conclude each one of your side. And tomorrow, and I will give you the tip, tomorrow we meet again in Spanish. So more questions tomorrow in Spanish, okay? And more debate. So Tony, if you want to answer Nico, and then after we go into for that question.
For sure, I agree with two things that Nico said. First, that there is for sure difference between his idea and my idea of running the club. One stands for responsible management and the other not. It's not true that your program promised improvement for the Peñas and more things for the Peñas, because all your points are only one person or two person who has advantage. For example, one t-shirt. For example, one tickets per Peña. For example, one VIP place. For example, and I can still going on. Now, in our case, we look at all the movement and we improve for all the Peñas.
Okay. Okay, so last question now. Okay, so Nico, you start first. Please, there will be no answer to what say Nico and no answer to what say Tony, and so we say goodbye. So question for Gassan, and I hope I pronounce it well. Is the only three main honest words what you can provide to the Peñista, so they're proud of being Peñista. And you can conclude also, you have 2 to 3 minutes, Nico, to conclude of what we said tonight. And thank you for being here. And then we will speak with Tony. Okay?
So I reply to Gassan?
Yes, please. And then you can conclude for 2 to 3 minutes.
Okay, let me read his question.
Sure.
What can I provide for the Peñista? I can provide in my program some advantage in Barcelona, because to my mind, when Peñista come to Peña, a Peñista wants advantage in Barcelona, and when he have advantage in Barcelona, to my mind, he feel closer to the club, because just having online meetings, he wants feel closer with the club. The program, it is only 12 points, but if Peñes have more ideas, we are open. It will be a federation with a lot of exchange. There will be a lot of referendum. So Peñista will be able to bring ideas how to be proud of being a Peñista. So we are not closed. We are open to all ideas. So if my points are not enough, we are ready to listen Peñista's ideas, and we will try to implement their ideas. We will have 4 years to improve, to implement ideas. So we will work fast, and we will be dedicated for all the Peñas. We will work every day until midnight every day. So I hope it will be enough for the Peñista to be proud.
Thank you very much, Nicolas. And Tony, if you want to answer to Ghassan, please, as a conclusion.
Thank you for the question, Ghassan, because it's a good one. And our project, what we want is to empower the Peñas. And when a Peña is strong, and they know that they have the support of the federation and everybody who move in the structure, all Peñas have contact between them, they will be proud, not just to be in a Peña or a Peñista, just to be a part of the movement. Because that's the difference between a Peña and a fan club. A fan club is just, we come together on Saturday, on Sunday, we see the game, we go home, that's it. A Peña is a big family. And it's not only the Peña, it's also, now you have your zone responsible, you have the area with all the Peñas, they have contact, you have the federation who bring all Peñas together. So for us, it's empowering to the Peñas, and that's the main proud that the Peña has to have. Then another time I'm going to take profit and say it's again a very populist remark what Nico just said. We're going to walk to 12 hours, we're going to do to...
Please focus on yourself as a conclusion. Please focus on your program and what...
The conclusion, I thought that the conclusion has to be a part.
No, this is the conclusion actually. You answer and it is your conclusion.
Okay. No, then if I'm allowed, because I prepared my conclusion to conclude, I would just like to stress again that the board of directors of our federation has worked with honesty, transparency, and a great esteem for all Peñas and the Peña members. We have worked hard and well to put the federation at the forefront of the Peña movement, and we are an example among our peers. Our mission remains to manage the federation in a responsible, honorable, and transparent way, so that all the Peñas movement of our federation can enjoy the benefits. We hope to count on your support and trust, so that we can continue to be stronger together and manage the World Federation with hard work, the best attitude, and total passion of Football Club Barcelona.
Thank you very much, Tony. So as a reminder, you can vote from Sunday to Tuesday, from this Sunday to Tuesday. If you have any doubt, please contact with your federation, okay, with the federation. And for tomorrow, we have a great news. We have another debate in Spanish. Mañana, para los castellano hablantes, pues habrá debate electoral en castellano. Estaré aquí otra vez con vosotros, encantado con Tony, con Nicolas y con Jason Contreras, que forma parte de su board y que él representará a Nicolas porque es de Colombia. So tomorrow at 8 p.m. Barcelona time, you're welcome. And so mañana os esperamos. Responderemos a más preguntas mañana, ¿vale? More questions will be answered tomorrow. We will of course speak about the program again and respond to more questions. Mañana obviamente repetiremos el debate porque estará en castellano para los que no pueden entender el inglés hoy, y también responderemos a más preguntas. Thank you very much for being here. It's been a pleasure. I hope you have meeting your goals, so you have more information to know who to vote on Sunday. Please feel free to ask, and then you know the two candidates now. You can ask them in person more things if you know. And we see you tomorrow. Hasta mañana para el debate en español. Gracias.
Muchas gracias. Hasta la próxima. Adiós.
Bye. Thank you, Nicolas, and thank you, Tony.
Bye.
Bye.
Io sono del Barça.
Jo sóc del Barça.
أنا من البرصة.
Yo soy del Barça, pibe. ¿Y vos?
Ich bin Barça-Fan.
Jo sóc del Barça.
Je suis du Barça.
I am a Barça fan.
Io sono del Barça.
Jo sóc del Barça.
Ja jsem Barça.
Yo soy del Barça.
Nie Barça, nie Barça, nie Barça, nie Barça.
Ja Barça fan.
I am a Barça fan.
Yo soy del Barça.
我是巴萨球迷。
Je suis fan du Barça.
I'm a Barça supporter.
Yo soy del Barça. ¡Viva México! ¡Ajúa!
Ik ben voor Barça.
Ja som Barça.